Okay, I think I should be good now. I think I should be good. Let me look at.
Full difficulty. All right, we're here. I'm gonna get into the chapter now. I'm gonna make sure I put in the description and the pinned comment that technical difficulties for the first like 9 minutes of the goddamn stream. All right, we here. We here. We gonna keep going. All right. So let me get into the chapter. All right. Ooh, okay. There go the color spread, double spread, colors. I said double spread. The color spread, nice. You see all the characters in there. Everybody. You see everybody. You see Yato, Gojo, the trio. I'm not gonna say everybody's name, but we see everybody. We even see a cutoff of like, what was it? Who was that? Tengen? Or was that Combo, and somebody else? Oh no, Combo's over there. Who the fuck? I don't know. But we got everybody in this goddamn picture. I can't. I don't think there's not anybody that we don't see here. I don't think so. Hold on, let me fix something. Eh. Alright, alright, alright. And it's called Gather to Strong and Intelligent Allies Gathered Together. Nice. Chapter title is called Hero from Here On Out. We've reached the end. Thank you all so very much. I'll keep doing my best in my future works. Okay, Gege, in your future works, what you gonna do? You gonna do that idol manga like you say you're gonna do, or you gonna do a continuation of JJK? I know that's been a big talk from a lot of people, myself included. A little bit. I'm not. I kind of think so, kind of don't. It depends. We'll see though. Um. All right. Catch the scoundrel. Couldn't find a curse seal on market. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I should be good. All right. Couldn't find a curse seal or marking anywhere on this chick. The curse users got to be nearby, right? Assuming they're not a curse spirit and they're working remotely, we ought to get the hell out of here or out of Dodge. You think we're in their range? Maybe their technique could be suited for covert work, or they. Oh yeah, also the Kenjaku shit or whatever Takabo is. I don't know what the fuck going on there, but I guess we'll probably get our answer in this. I would hope so, right? But their technique could be suited for covert work, or they could be extremely skilled with curse energy. This is becoming a pain. Did his face ever go back to normal, like at all? No, I mean I don't think so. Maybe when I was asleep. Okay, assuming there's no, then we're dealing with a range or at least 50 meters of at least 50 meters. Let's say 100 to be safe. There's people everywhere. Even if we check the buildings, there's too many blind spots. What's the move? We're smack dab in the middle of the town right now. Although we should be able to notice when the technique is activated again if we get to a good vantage spot. Okay. Oh duh, we just have to. Oh shit. Come on, hold on, TCB. Oh duh, we just had to go in the open field. Culprit. Boom. Found you. Boom. See if that work. Because they talking about 100 meters. So yeah, if you go in the open area, you could probably be able to single them out. That worked great if our guy was a colossal dumbass. Making me, why you gotta call me stupid though, gang? Come on, blood. Does that make me a dumbass for coming up with it? Moron. I like seeing the trio though back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Normal things. This really made me think there's gonna be a continuation to the series. I know this could just be Gege just going back to like what we were doing in the beginning, but like it's like some. It feel like we're starting anew versus like end of the story. That's the vibe that I get from the last chapters. Let's give the babe to Ichidori. He can clear 100 meters in a flash. Culprit, techniques range. Even if the technique is disabled by moving out of range, they'd have to be a real idiot to show themselves right after. And we've already established they're not going to chase after us. They just wait till things cooled off and start over. We can't do anything to stand out. Well, who's the moron now, Kugisaki? These ugly ass faces, Gege. I don't want to see this shit. How about sending them on an all expenses paid trip? Wow. And then you got I like how the silhouette looked like. It kind of remind me of Tengen a little bit, like the head shape, square head. At it might work, but that might work. But the curse user likely knows her location through technique. We only have our eyes. Let's not stalk the stalker. If we send them on a trip, that might force the curse user to wait and reactivate their technique when they get back. Not entirely implausible, but that put the ball in the culprit's room. Do you think? Do you do anything but nitpick? Yeah. Plus, you're assuming this curse user dude is super smart. There's plenty out there dumber than us. Let's see. Try me at Otello Fushigoro. Out to watch you. Hell yeah, let's show him our brains. You two sound like you're compensating for something. We'll have I'm borrowing your sandals. We'll have them leave the techniques range and we'll strike the movement. It's reactivated. That's exactly what we've been saying. My plan involves that. Fucking knuckleheads, bro. A 40-floor condo. It should easily be over 150 meters. We'll have them go visit their friend and zip up to the top floor to get out of the techniques range. Then Ijichi-san in a window can an eye on the buzzer and wait. Then Ijichi-san and a window can keep an eye on the buzzer in the entrance. We'll find a good lookout point and wait for the reactivation. We're dealing with a creep obsessed enough to stalk Fukuzawa-san 24 hours a day. We didn't find any hidden microphones. As long as they don't have a technique that lets them overhear our conversation, we should be able to bait them. Okay. Oh, your face is back to normal. Okay, so he's normal. I guess the nigga, he's probably gonna be around though. He's probably waiting. I like the panel in here though. I like how her foot is on the other panel that's below. That's fire on the page. Okay, the eyes turn there. There you go. There you go. He look kind of cool. I like his hoodie and shit. His mask. Who the hell are you, Kugisaki? Ready for launch? God, his face turned back. Okay. Ooh, okay. I like how she's sliding down the building with a hammer, sliding with her. That's fire. I like that. It's dope. I like the paneling. Once again, the paneling from that shot from hey Giga, you doing your thing right there. You see Itadori and Fushiguro on the bottom too. Dash, wham, piece of cake. Good. Oh, now these niggas looking at each other like, and now their faces look like that. Idiots. Okay. Oh, there go Divine Dog. We haven't seen this in a long time. We haven't seen Fushiguro go crazy in a long time. That's the main thing. And I like that he's kind of the head. Obviously, he's smarter. He's the smartest out of the trio, but like, it's just cool to see him in charge because we haven't seen him do shit in a while. So once again, that just made me think we're gonna get a part two of JJK. I feel like Fushiguro, we didn't really see it. We never seen him meet his peak potential. We really didn't. Like the Reggie fight was the last big thing he had, and then the shit with Sukuna happened. So you guys taking things lightly, I see. I'm sorry. You know this dude? No, I've never seen him before. You bitch. Damn. Who do you think bought you that bag? Nigga buying you tricking you out here tricking nigga. She don't even know you, bro. See, it's like real life, man. KK, this is meta commentary about real life situations because how you buying her a bag? You stalking her? And, like, what are you doing, gang? Oh, who would have thought? A classic pot calling the kettle black type situation. Seems like a petty grudge. It's not reasonable to expect her to remember every customer from her hostess work. That's what it is. Dude spent 1 million yen. Who forget that? Yeah, he one of them niggas. Oh yeah, he is. Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. You're so clueless. You know that? Usually looking at him in the car window. Hey, don't look so glum, chum. Not like you're going to be executed or anything. What are you going to do with me? I'm well past the age where I should know how to communicate, but I try putting all the blame on her. I thought that after Kusakabe Sensei, I'd do switch training with you, Gojo Sensei. I guess that'd be fine, but how do I do this? Interesting that we're getting this. Once again, Gege putting shit a lot way out of order. Unless this is like because the letter situation where Gojo obviously gave the letter to Kugisaki and Fushiguro for that about both of their parents. Um, and then usually say that he just talked to Gojo, so we finally get to see a conversation. I'm assuming maybe, but we haven't had enough. Wait, haven't we had enough Gojo Satoru? What? I want you to be a bit more forward thinking, Yuji. Oh yeah, I forget the switch chain. It be fucking me up sometimes when I be seeing like who the fuck is talking. But I see. Sure, I want you to carry on my dream should anything happen to me. Hmm. But if this is where I bow out, there'll be a point where you guys grow further than I ever did, right? I think there should be at least one among you who forgets about me and develops strength completely different from that of my own. None of us could ever forget you. You seem kind of out of character. You sounded a little timid. Are you okay? You're such a kid. This is confidence. Confidence I've never had before. I'm expecting great things from you. Got that, Yuji? I fuck with this conversation. I'm glad because I really wanted to know what he said to him because, like I said a second ago about the whole letters to Kugisaki and Fushiguro, so I was like, I want to know what he said to him. You acknowledge you messed up. That's all that matters. Take some time to reflect, then come help us on our next mission. Next mission, huh? I'm telling you, man, and then what Gege's author notes, he did say he got more works in the future. Granted, the idol manga might be the thing, but he said more works, plural. Amen. Amen. I'm expecting great things from you. Wow, and he used his words. I like that though. That's fire. Because I mean, at some point, the trio and some of their classmates, they're going to be the teachers and the official Jujutsu sorcerers, grade one, special grades, all that. So like, it's good that we're seeing them start now at a young age. You feel me? By the way, what did you do with that thing? Oh, I tossed it. What? Don't sweat it. It's not dangerous anymore. Should make for a perfect talisman now. Come on, it's all good. Is it a finger? Because he's talking about don't sweat. It's not dangerous anymore. What other accessory or thing? There's no weapon that. Yeah, it got to be the finger. A finger. I don't know how. I kind of lost track of like the whole 19, 18 to 20 finger. I ain't gonna lie because I know Sukuna ate his mummified head and then her body, and then they had the other finger strapped up. Kugisaki attacked it. So yeah, but I'm sure it's probably that. Oh wow, Mahito appearance. Hey, gang. Shout out to you for that. I fuck with that. Howdy, Sukuna. Who would have thought I'd see you here? Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Well, what's this? Our third conversation? What the fuck? My technique messes with the soul after all. I consider this a vestige. Welcome to the pathway souls walk on their way down the cycle. I meant to ask you, you were lying, weren't you? To yourself and everyone else. You weren't living according to your own stature. You wanted revenge against those who resented and persecuted that cursed, unwanted little wretch, which is kind of something that we didn't know it was a revenge thing for him, but like we did know that he was like deemed as like a curse, a disgrace, and he was discarded. So that's something that we do know. And if that were to happen to anybody, honestly, revenge is a thing. It's just funny that he never mentioned it, unless he just feels like it's not like it's kind of like all in the same and it doesn't really matter. It's like revenge or me just doing what I want to do is all the same thing to him. What's the difference? Oh, I might be right. He literally just said it right after I said what I said. I lived in the only manner I knew. That is how I chose to go on. Actually, no, I had different paths. I could have traversed. Hmm. Is that supposed to be him when he was younger, or is that Udame? I'm not sure. But obviously, I know the whole thing about the two paths thing. Kind of reminds me of the Gojo and Geto situation back in Hidden Inventory of how like either of them could have went. They're like juxtaposed where Gojo could have been the one that went the Geto route essentially, while Geto went the other route, and he was trying to stop Gojo from having those bad like not personality traits. Well, yeah, kind of, but just bad just shit with his conscience in society because he is who he is. It kind of reminds me of that in a way. The parallels, to be precise. And yet I couldn't help but spit out the curses staring deep within my viscera, viscera. Why the fuck? I know the word viscera. I fear my own curse would emulate me. Hmm. What do you mean by that? Should there be a next time? Perhaps it would be nice to walk a different path. Grow from Sukuna, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's so boring. You've gone soft, asshole. Obviously, I lost after all. And that's been a. I might have to do a character analysis video with Sukuna because even going back to the Yorozu fight, if like he literally told her like, if you beat me, you got me, even though he didn't think you know that was going to happen. That's been his thing, and I've said this too before that like if he loses or if he dies, he's not gonna trip about it. He's just gonna accept the shit and think about like maybe I could things do things differently, or just accept his fate and be like fuck it, I did what I did. And he kind of is doing both right now. I really like this imagery and all that. That's fire. This Mahito situation is interesting too. Like what is that? Somebody gotta explain that to me, or maybe I just gotta read it back over again. But damn. Obviously, I lost after all. What the hell? So I'm the only one left soaking like a child? God damn it. So Mahito's still, that's interesting. He's still on his shit. Soul pathway. I'm not going to lie to you. I can see a JJK part two because even going back to the whole reincarnation stuff, like of when the disaster curses were saying that, like when Jogo said, like, Hanami, I'll see you in the next life or whatever. And then what Yuji told Mai told, if you come back, I'll kill you again. And that's Sukuna talking about like if I do come back and be reincarnated, maybe I can take a different path. I fuck with that. I like this a lot. I really do. Okay, let's continue though. Let's continue. Okay, you got Yuta with the fucking patches on his head and Maki, so all the second years. And then Hikari, Kirata, and then our trio, and then there's like some kind of closet based thing. Yep, and there was his finger. So his finger is like, why would y'all put it there? I don't know about that. That literally looks like somebody's going to end up getting that shit. Yo, what's up, Brian? What's up? What's up? What's up? Finally, somebody joined, but I know it's at the end of the chapter. But that's all right, man. That's all right. But thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Thank you so much for reading these past 6 years. Please look forward to Gege Akatamek's next work. Volumes 29 and 30 will be released together on December 25th. Okay. Ooh, on Christmas? Bet. When he says his next works, once again, I'm trying to think. Does he mean like his idol manga or a different manga? I think he's coming back for a part two. This entire chapter screams part two for me personally, man. This is not even me coping. I literally went into this thinking, okay, he probably will be done because we know Gege. He been saying he wanted to finish for a long time, but like putting Mahito back in the story again in this final chapter and him having this conversation with Sukuna, where it's like Mahito can't move on, and then Sukuna is saying that like if he gets reincarnated, he would like maybe he'll go down a different path. That's interesting. And then you got um what else? There's something else in here that I was thinking about. The Yuji and Gojo conversation that like now the students and we just seen them all in the end of the chapter, they're going to be the next generation. So we do get a second series. I They're not going to be teenagers. They're going to be adults. And yeah, I agree with you, Brian. That's the next thing I was going to say. We needed a full Sukuna backstory. We just needed a Heian era backstory, and I think we're going to get it in some capacity. I feel like we will. Just not a data book. I'm hoping that it's something that Gege will do because now I'm interested in that. I really would want to get into that. Because of Kenjaku, like why did he have this like dream to obtain this weird to do the merger and shit? Like why did he do that? Why did he call Tengen his old friend? Like what kind of relationship did they have? Sukuna, obviously with him, like the little that we got from Sukuna, I was okay with, but like now when you add this stuff, it's like okay, so what did go down? You know, I had a feeling it had to be like this because you can't just be discarded and not give a fuck and then be hella strong and then just kill people. Like there has to be some kind of resentment. It makes sense, and I like that Gege actually told us that Yuji, I mean not Yuji, Sukuna had some resentment. It's pretty interesting. You think he probably wanted revenge against the Gojo family? Interesting. Why do you think? I mean, the fact that he even wanted to fight Gojo in the first, that you know what? Maybe. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know we know his name is Ryoma Sukuna, but I wonder if he's like related. He kind of looked like he kind of reminded me of Gojo when he was younger because of white. I mean, he looks like Urame though too. So I wonder if they're like related. They might be related. See, I'm not. Hey, Brian, what do you think? Do you think that is cope? Do you think it's genuinely cope that a lot of us are talking about like a part two or even the Heian era prequel? Because me personally, right after reading this chapter, I'm not gonna lie to you, this chapter screamed part two. It screamed part two. Even there's something else too earlier, um, or maybe it was just a Yuji thing that made me think like, oh no no yeah the Yuji when he was talking to the guy that the curse user right that got arrested. He was like, reflect on your mistakes and join us in the future. Like, why would that dialogue be in a final chapter? Like, he could have easily just said just reflect on your stuff on your situation in your life and move on from that. Why do you say, oh, you can join us? Like, I get it. It's the sorcery, Jujutsu sorcery and manga. I get it. But, like, you know, like, it's like, yes, it's a sorcery manga or it's a manga about sorcery. And I get that's their shtick. Of course, they're going to try to recruit anybody. But, like, what's the need for that? So that was one thing. And then, obviously, Gojo's dream of wanting his students to surpass him or, to be at the top of the Jujutsu society. And that's something that's going on right now. Um, And obviously, the author knows where Gay says that he's going to do more works. He got more works coming up. No telling what it is, but if I were to guess, this is a pretty good probability that it has to do with JJK, whether it's a prequel, Heian era, or the next generation, or whatever the fuck he'll call it. And then the thing with Sukuna and Mahito, that's like, why is there a reincarnation talk? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I think there is going to be a time skip where we'll be adults and then maybe it'll be a little Sukuna, a little reincarnated Sukuna that's gifted on some like Gojo type shit. Maybe, maybe. Probably a whole set of new young characters, and then you got Mahito. Shit. Looking at this, it's like even just looking at the Mahito stuff, that's real intriguing to me. Like, will he find a way to come back and he'll be the big bad of the next series, as he was kind of truthfully was supposed to be? Like, not supposed to be, but like he if he wasn't a child minded, he would definitely be like the antagonist. If he was an adult, can't nobody stop him except for Sukuna and like Gojo. But turn into Kurama is something I never thought I'd see. I wouldn't say that he's turning into Kurama because he's dead. This little self-reflection happened when he died. And that's the only difference. If he would have done this when he was alive, I would have absolutely hated it because it's like it doesn't really it doesn't fit his characterization. I feel like think of real life. No telling what happens to us when we die, but like say if you were a bad person or if you're just a person that has some kind of regrets and say we were in the afterlife and we were able to contemplate and self-reflect on our life, I think that makes sense. Like to anybody, whether you did good or bad, there's something more that you could have done in your lifetime that maybe if you were reincarnated you would wish to do if you can. So I think and I like that because Yuji gave him an ultimatum in chapter 268. I think that's when the fight ended, or whenever the fight ended, and when Sukuna died, he literally told him, um, like, "Yo, I can live with you. I'll deal with you. You know, I know a lot of people probably discarded you. They didn't care, disregarded you, and all that, neglected you, or did this to you, but I'll deal with you." And Sukuna looked at him, and he said, "No." He pretty much was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this." So he still made the decision to not assimilate with Yuji or to not be friendly with Yuji in this lifetime. But now that he's dead and he can potentially get another chance at life, now he'll do things differently. And I rock with that because Sukuna's always been straightforward about that. He's always been about, I'm gonna live my life my way. If you beat me, then I lose. And then what's after that is after that. He's never, if he would have beat all of them right now, he would never come to this conclusion until he died at some point in time. Or if he never died, then he would have never came to that conclusion. So death does complete the character. It did it with Gojo. We seen him at the airport scene with Geto and Anami and them. And his whole perspective was a lot different because like he felt like he was kind of free in a way. And I feel like death, like the quote says, death does complete people. But as you can see, you got somebody like Mahito, he's not completed yet. That's why I think if we have a part two series, Mahito is going to come back and he's going to probably be the main antagonist, or at least one of the antagonists. I can see that happening. So, but yeah, Sukuna, he really is a menace. He literally said, "I rather die." He literally said, "I rather die," basically, and then he died. And then now he's like, "Well, shit, maybe I could have done." He literally said in this chapter, he said, "Where was it?" Um, Actually, no, I had two. I had different paths I could have traversed, two to be precise, and yet I couldn't help but spit out the curses staring deep into my viscera. I feared my own curse would emulate me. Should there be a next time, perhaps it would be nice to walk a different path. So even with him, he's like, I chose my path and I went straight for that path, and he died. Now he's like, well, if I get another chance at life, I go down another path. So that's that's pretty interesting to me. Did like how his death cleared up his character. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Mahito learned nothing because he's still a child minded. He's still a kid. Like he literally said, and I know I'm like kind of talking a lot, but my bad if that's annoying. I be yapping a lot. I just got to get stuff out of my head, you know. But anyway, um, he said that's so boring. You've gone soft, asshole. Obviously, I lost after it. Like even him saying that, and he said, "What the hell?" So I'm the only one sulking, left sulking like a child because he didn't learn nothing. Like you said, Brian, he didn't learn shit. He still got that child mentality. So until he's able to mature, and if he's able to even come back, I don't know. Because what the hell is that? Wait, let me go back up real quick. What the hell is um hmm, a message? Welcome to the pathway. Souls walk on their way down to the cycle. So this literally is a reincarnation cycle. I don't know why I thought Sukuna was just saying like if he got another chance and that was just a hypothetical. But no, they literally said welcome to the pathway souls walk on their way down the cycle. Meaning this is a reincarnation cycle that's here. And Mahito is just somebody that's stuck there. He's in limbo because he is a soul manipulation. That's interesting. Makes me think. Makes me wonder. I wonder if Kenjaku already went through here too. I mean, I had to. He would have to, right? I hope if we do get a prequel that we learn more about the reincarnation cycle. I feel like that's where we can learn that, and then we go with the present series or like a new series after the prequel. That would be ideal. Sukuna's probably Gojo's cousin. I'm thinking that. Because I remember a lot of us used to think that Urame was probably related to Gojo as well. And now Sukuna looks a lot like your Urame when he was younger. So I'm assuming they're probably they're probably related to each other too. And they probably like an ancestor of the Gojo clan. Or not ancestor because they was there at the same time, but like yeah, probably. He probably is. So he could have been like Gojo, just without the six eyes. And then the whole twin dynamic too. And then we know that Yuji's dad's soul basically got reincarnated. So yeah, We're gonna have a part two, man. Brian, I don't think hey man, I don't feel like I'm coping with that one. I really think we're gonna get a part two. This chapter literally did not feel like an end of the series. It felt like going from like Naruto to Naruto Shippuden or any story that's like that. It don't feel like it's the end, and I kind of like that. I mean, I like this chapter a lot. Earlier, my boy Sherm, he had like I guess he was saying that people on Twitter was kind of like a frenzy out there about the leaks or whatever. I made sure I did not look at nothing on Twitter. Like I mean, I was on Twitter, but I made sure that I muted everything. I didn't see a damn thing. The only thing that I seen was Gojo's name because his name always trends every fucking week. So I got a little scared. I was like, please don't tell me Gojo's alive. Come on, Gege, don't do that. But I'm glad that's not true. That's the only thing that I seen. I really like this chapter a lot. I know a lot of people probably like no, but this is something that a lot of people wanted. Like you said, Gojo. I mean not Gojo. Sukuna's conclusion, like a really good conclusion versus what we got into it 268. Damn, I fuck with this a lot, a lot. This was a really good chapter to me. I don't know. I could be in my own camp with this one, but I really like this final chapter. Now, granted, the entire 5 chapters that we got from like when they announced that they only had 5 chapters left, I don't think they did a great job. I feel like the last 2 chapters were really good. The one before 269 was the worst, probably, because that was just all off. 268 with the fight, with Sukuna dying, and that was kind of too quick too. But even dialogue in there, like with Udame saying, like, you guys are lucky that y'all born in this time because had it been back in the day, we would have dog walked your ass. So that made me think about part two too. But a lot of people wanted Sukuna to win. Yeah, I was actually cheering for Sukuna. Like, I mean, I know he was gonna lose in the end because, of course, Yuji ends like that's something. But in the Gojo and Sukuna fight, I knew Sukuna was gonna win. For a lot of people that was felt bamboozled when Gojo lost, I was like, come on now. It's showing him whenever you see a mentor or even an OP character, something's gonna happen to them. Especially if it's against an OP antagonist. Oh, for sure. So I mean, but Sukuna, if you can say in a way, you can say that he didn't even you can say that he got a W too though, because he went out on his own terms. And he always laid out that if you beat me, you got it. I'm not gonna trip about it. And he did not trip about it. Yes, he was sweating, he was just a little blob. He felt humiliated, kind of, I guess. But he still, when Yuji said, like, hey, I can live with you, he said, nah, fuck that. I'm out. And now we're getting this. So, as the MC, Yuji did what he needed to do. It's not like a talk no jutsu type situation. It's not. So, I really like this chapter, man. Once again, I know I'm just kind of yapping all over the place, but it's nighttime. I've been anxious all day waiting for the chapter, so I just kind of had to get all my last energy out before I go to bed. But damn, this was good. Brian, if you want to join my Discord, I'm gonna send you a link to my Discord server. Even though my server is it's a little dormant, but I'm gonna send you it anyway. Cause you was cool. I like that you came in, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, let me come on, Discord. What the hell did it just do? It is tripping. Uh, I guess this boom. Appreciate you, Brian. Good night. Hold on, let me boom. Put my Discord link in. Boom. Discord link in the chat. So anybody that's here want to join, go ahead. This stream is 42 minutes long. It's about 30 minutes because I had some technical difficulties in the first 9 minutes, but I'll let people know in the comments. But I enjoyed this chapter a lot, man. Um, I rock with it. Let me see something real quick, though. Let me see on a little bit. Uh, Um, nah, I'll probably be out now, man. I appreciate you for joining, though. Appreciate all of you guys who did watch this video. It's probably not gonna be people, anybody watching this. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I might do like another stream or video talking about this, though, about the chapter and whatnot at full length, and I might even do some character analysis videos. Honestly, for two characters, maybe three: Sukuna, Yuji, and Mahito. Definitely Sukuna. And Mahito maybe his will be pretty short, but I appreciate anybody that came and watched the stream. Last chapter. Thank you, Gege, for giving us his manga, man. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean, or stream. Stay clean. See you guys on the next stream or video. And peace.